You looking for affordable land in North Carolina? Today I'm going to show you our latest 0.91 acres in Henderson County, North Carolina. And I will cover everything you need to know about the property in 20 or under 25 minutes. So let's get started. Okay, so first I'll go over all the details you need to know about this lot in Henderson County, including zoning, allowable uses, wetlands, flood zones, all of that. And then I'll talk about owner financing because this property does come with owner financing as well as how to buy. And I'll wrap up with our free land giveaway. So first, all of our properties can be found at land.gocap.com. And I should say, I'm not a real estate agent. So my company owns all of the properties that we sell. And that's why we're able to offer owner financing on all of them. So right now we have 103 properties available. You can see that we do have a lot of properties in North Carolina, as well as a number of other states, including Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Nevada, and Florida. But of course, I'm going to cover one property today in Henderson County, North Carolina. But anyway, if you're in the market for land, you can take a look at this interactive map. All of the pins are available properties. And if you click on a pin, it'll give you a link to the property's main listing page. I also do want to say that if your area of interest is not showing up on the map or the properties in your area don't work for you for whatever reason, we do have a text alert option. So you can put in your states of interest and you'll get a short text whenever we post a property in your state. That way you can be the first to know. But yes, anyway, let's get to today's property. So on our listing page, we are looking at property number 676. It's a property on Flame Leaf Lane in Henderson County, North Carolina. I do want to say this number here, 676, that's our internal numbering system. It has nothing to do with the property lot number or the official parcel number. So don't use that number when researching the property with the county. It's not going to show up on the deed. But if you do want to find the property on our main listing page, you would look for property number 676. All right. And this is, again, 0.91 acres. So let's take a look at where it's located. So we are in western North Carolina, not too far from the Nantahala National Forest, and also not too far from the border with South Carolina. We're just to the south of Asheville. So this is a very pretty area. You know, Asheville is well known for its surrounding natural beauty, local breweries, a lot of stuff going on there. But this particular parcel is just outside of the town of Hendersonville. Hendersonville is a decent-sized town. You can see there's a fair amount of development here, so there'll be a lot of amenities here. See Home Depot, TJ Maxx, theater, all of that. So you have a lot of amenities nearby. But the property is in the outskirts, so you're in a little quieter area. You have more greenery right around the property. The properties are a little larger here as well, so more privacy, more space, less neighbors, more greenery in this particular part of Hendersonville. And the property itself is off of Flame Leaf Lane. We can scroll down to take a look at the drone footage. So here are the photos, and we can pull up the drone here. Okay, so we do have on the ground panoramic. This is actually on the property itself. So the property is sloped, as you could see from this. Let me go back to it again so we can take a look at the on the ground. So it is a sloped property. That's something to keep in mind. This area is a little hilly, but there are homes in the area, as you can see behind the property. It is currently wooded as well, as you can see from the drone footage. And again, there are homes nearby. You can see from the drone footage. This is an improved access road, well maintained, and homes in the area. So you can find that drone footage on our main listing page. We can also scroll down to get some more information on the property under the lot details breakdown. So if you do want to do your own due diligence on the property, you can always give the town of Hendersonville a call and give them the assessor's parcel number, which is this number here. And we also give you the approximate GPS boundary point coordinates. That's all of these here, each boundary point. Again, these are approximate, but it would give you a good sense of where the property is located if you go to visit and put these GPS coordinates in Google Maps. And when it comes to visiting, you're more than welcome to go visit anytime. You can just click on this link, which takes you to the approximate center point coordinates in Google Maps, and you can use these coordinates to get directions to the property. So here's the property in Google Maps. You can see there are a number of homes on Flame Leaf Lane. And you can take just a street view look here. So here are the homes. And we did say there is a slope, but you can see other homes have been built on a slope in this area, or on a hill. All right. Now the annual taxes are just under $400 and it is zoned residential. There should be electricity available for connection, and according to our research, public water is available for connection in the area, although I would recommend contacting Henderson County to confirm. And also, according to our seller, the HOA runs a community sewer system called STEP. So you would need to put in a septic tank, but not a drainage field, which means a perk test is not needed. Although I would recommend confirming these details with the HOA. Yeah, lots of coordinates. Hi, Saphael. And Saphael's here. Yeah, it's oddly shaped, so we have a lot of coordinates. Not the most coordinates I've ever seen, though. Some of the lots with like a curve edge just get really crazy. So yeah, you would need a septic tank, but it's a little simpler than a standard septic system. Again, I'd confirm those details with the HOA. Now this property is in an HOA. It's in Summersby Park. The annual HOA dues are $1,600. And we do have a copy of the CCRs on the main listing page. But the HOA does keep the roads in good condition and the property is in good condition, as you can see from the surrounding images. But just in terms of CCRs, these are assessments. There are some architectural standards. So this would not be a lot for someone who wants to park an RV or place a mobile home. That is something to keep in mind. You would need to do a stick-built home in this area. And there is an architectural review. So you can go through all the details in the design guidelines and the CCRs here. But yeah, the main thing would be that you would need to do a stick-built home. All right. And as I said, according to our research, they do maintain a community septic system, so that's nice. All right. And we can actually take a look at the Zillow cost, or the Zestimate sold comps of surrounding homes in the area to get a sense of, if you did build, what the home value might be. So let's see. I can actually just pull up this address. So for example, the neighboring home has its estimate of 1 million. Wow. Yeah. Homes, I guess, are quite pricey here. we can go back to the search. Yeah, we're in here. Okay, so yeah, here we can see a couple $1 million homes and then some others that are a little lower priced in the area. But this is an area with pretty high home values, so something to keep in mind if you wanted to build. All right, now the next thing I want to do is pull up the property and land ID so we can go through some of the basic online research we do before we buy a property. And this will cover things like wetlands, soil type, all of those things that would be important to know before you buy. All right, and turn these off. Okay, so there are no conservation easements in the area, and here are the contour lines. So as we saw, this particular area does have a slope. We're in kind of a hilly part, a hilly region, but there have been homes built around on this road that also are sloped. The average elevation is about, 2,570? Yeah, about 2,600 is the average elevation. And there's no special hazard flood zone. And no wetlands. Now, they did say there's a community septic system, but we can take a quick look at the soil overlay. You see that the soil here is the same as the other properties on this particular road, which have been built on. So generally, we say that's a good sign if you did need to install a septic system. But again, here there's a community septic, so you don't actually need to worry about a drain field. And finally, we can pull up the soil report. So again, there are slopes, as I mentioned, and it is a sandy loam is the soil. Okay. Now, I did mention that we offer owner financing, so I do want to cover the cost, or the price, as well as the owner financing terms. So we are selling this property for a price of $18,997 plus the dock fee, but we do offer owner financing. And we actually don't have set owner financing terms. We like to tailor them to each individual buyer. So if you are interested in owner financing, we do say, reach out to us, let us know what kind of down payment and monthly payment would work with your budget, and we'll come up with terms that make the property affordable for you. I do want to be upfront about two of our owner financing terms, though. So first, I will say that the higher the down payment, the lower the interest rate. So that's something to keep in mind when you're thinking about what you can afford in terms of owner financing. The other thing I'll say is we do say there's no building on or living on the property during the owner financing term. And that's for liability reasons. But we do allow minor improvements. So generally anything that doesn't require a permit, like clearing, fencing, things like that. And there's no prepayment penalty. So you can always pay off early when you're ready to build and then have the own the property outright. And so what some people will do is they'll get a construction loan and use that to pay off the loan once they're ready to build. So there's no prepayment penalty. You can do that at any time. And actually, if you do it early in the loan term, we'll give you cash back as well. So if you pay off in 6 months, you'll get 5% cash back on the purchase price. And if you pay off in 12 months, you'll get 2.5% cash back on the purchase price. So that's something to keep in mind. The other thing is that all of our properties do come with our landowner success bundle. These are 9 free bonuses, or a curated set of premium bonuses designed to help you get the most from your land. And these bonuses, again, come with every property, and they include monthly landowner Q&A calls with me, a complimentary vacation voucher, which is valid for a 3-night hotel stay in one of over 50 locations, a hotel savings card and restaurant savings card. And these are designed to help offset the cost of a vacation to celebrate land ownership, or maybe a trip to visit the property. You can also request a free 30-minute architectural consultation with me, because I do have a background in architecture, if you're thinking of building. And every purchase does come with a homesteading guide, building and zoning guide, and post-closing checklist, as well as our neighbor lookup tutorial. So if the neighboring properties are vacant, you can look up the neighbor's address and send them a nice letter to introduce yourself. It's always important to know the neighbors. Maybe they can help you take care of your property. Maybe they'll sell you more land. You never know. So anyway, this bundle, these 9 bonuses come with every property purchase. They have a value of about $5,675, and you do get them when the deed is recorded. So that's upfront with a cash purchase, or at the end of the loan term with owner financing. And the final thing I want to say is, with owner financing, we do also offer a 365-day land exchange guarantee. So in that first year you're financing a property, if another property comes into our inventory that works better, you can actually exchange it as long as you are current on your payments. You just have to pay another doc fee, and then you can move forward with your new property. And this way you know that you'll be able to get the property that really works best for you. So those are the basic details on owner financing. We do also have a hold option. So I know due diligence is very important. So if you want some time to do your due diligence, but you're worried about the property going off market while you're doing it, you can hold the lot for up to 8 days. It's $50 for every 2 days. And if you hold the property, it'll be off market. No one else can buy it while you visit the property, call the county, call us, do whatever you need to do to become comfortable with the lot. And that whole process is automated. If you want to hold the property, you just click buy or hold on the main listing page and then click hold. There's actually also an automated buy option if you want to buy with cash. So if you're ready to move forward with a cash purchase, you can check out automatically. You go down to buy here under buy property. Okay. But again, if you have any additional questions about the property, or you'd like to discuss owner financing, or you'd like to talk with a team member about all our available properties and what might work best for you, you can book a call. Just click contact at the top of the listing page, or go to book.gocap.com to book a call with the team. So that covers owner financing. Oops. Where did the... There we go. Okay, so that covers owner financing and how to buy. I did mention we have a free land giveaway promotion, and you can find the details on that at our YouTube homepage. And so you would just go to J Capital YouTube, and you can scroll down to our free land giveaway promotion. There's a quick video that covers all the details, but we are giving away a free property on January 1st. This is to get the word out about our company. So we'll give away the lowest value property in our inventory at the time, and we'll give it away live at 2 p.m. Eastern on January 1st. So watch this short video here on our homepage to figure out how to participate, but it's very simple. You just have to leave a comment and subscribe to our mailing list so we can keep you updated. All right, so again, you can find all of our properties at land.gocap.com. You can see the URL here. And we are also live daily at 5 p.m. Eastern. So if you're in the market for land and you would like a free review of some of the other properties you're looking at, you can join us any day at 5 p.m. Eastern and leave your property in the comments. Otherwise, you can join us to take a look at interesting properties. Like today, we looked at a castle. So it's a lot of fun. You can also chat with us while we're live, my partner and I. And today we were looking at 0.91 acres in Henderson County. If you want to find it on our website, again, it's number 676. And our website is land.gocap.com. And of course, if you have any other questions, feel free to reach out. You can go to book.gocap.com to schedule a free call. Otherwise, I hope to see you tomorrow or any